ACC huddle through, as you see, about 17 minutes until kickoff. We're going to be with you sideline. Consider this us all hanging out in the living room together, except we have the best seat in the house, and we get to bring this to you guys at home, field level. And I'm just so happy I get to stand next to the three that I get to stand next to. Taylor Tannenbaum, alongside Virginia Tech Hall of Famer, 9-year NFL vet, Eddie Royal, former Clemson captain, offensive lineman Eric McLean, and 2013 national championship winning head coach at Florida State University, Jimbo Fisher. And Coach, I want to start with you. The magnitude of this game. I see the emotion in your face. Why? Why so emotional?
Because this is why you play the game. This is what you miss. The rivalries, to test yourself, to find out who you are, to have the pride. But you go to Florida State to play in these games. To me, one of the best rivalries in the world. I mean, you're talking about 120 or 30 first-round draft picks that's come out of this game. Not just draft picks. I'm talking in the hundreds. I mean, to be a part of history of what this game means, what it means to you. All these guys played Optimus ball against each other, junior high, high school, and the bragging rights to go home. And then plus, we got national playoffs on the line. We're talking about who could win this game. Got maybe possibly both of them could still get in, but you got great run to the national playoff. And the quality of talent that's on this field. Miami right now is arguably playing as good as anybody in the country. Both lines. Florida State was #1 in offense. They had a step back last week. But you know something, that loss is going to create some urgency today. You're going to get the best of both teams today, and you're going to get the best of both coaches. Get it on, baby. Let's go.
It's been awesome to witness you be back here, first of all. But then the emotion that you're showing, it shows how much this place means to you. But also the energy from the fans. It means so much to everybody in this stadium. It's such an awesome atmosphere. And we were standing here beside the defensive line as they were warming up. And good God, those boys from Miami look like they are ready to play. And it's a star-studded event. Michael Irvin's here, Edgerrin James. It's a ton of former NFL guys here. Such an electric atmosphere. Just happy to be here.
I'm thinking back to my time as a player, Coach, in 2012 and 2014 when we played here, and it was #1 versus #5 or #2 versus #6. And this is it. I mean, the corners are full. Everybody you can imagine on the field. It is unbelievable. There's nothing like this rivalry, this game. And you talk about stakes, you talk about wanting it all. This is playoff football. This is a national championship caliber game, and we know it's going to deliver.
All right, for Miami, they're coming into this game undefeated at this point, and they're coming off of a bye week. Florida State, as you noted, Coach, is coming off of a really tough overtime loss to Virginia last week. A chance, though, to get back in the win column. Focus on the games, though. They did have a little extra time to prepare for Florida State. Is there an advantage to that, in your opinion, as a coach?
There can or can't be. Sometimes schematically it does, but the rust of not playing. You saw it in Florida State the first couple possessions last week, and they got back out. It just depends on who your team is. I said this. Sometimes a bye week can come at the perfect time. Sometimes a bye week can come at the wrong time. But good teams make it work either way. Good programs, good organizations. Miami is going to be schemed up for this game. They're going to be ready mentally, physically. So in Florida State, because they actually had one other day, because they still played on a Friday last week. They got one extra day from home. So, I mean, both teams are going to be ready. They're going to know what each other does. You can put your big pants on right now and find out man on man who's better.
Coach, I feel like this is a statement game for Miami. There's a ton of question marks about who's the best team in the country. Well, hey, you got a prime time opportunity right here to come out and show everybody who's the boss, and they're going to be ready to play. I love the seriousness that they have on their face. There's no playing around. There was no joking, none of that. Everybody's locked in and ready to go.
I'm fascinated to see how does Florida State come out after a loss. Penn State fell flat on their face to UCLA. Much different opponent, much bigger game, but after a loss, we saw that team fall to pieces. How does Florida State respond tonight?
I personally think Florida State was a little disrespected, dropping to 18 after they lost to a really good Virginia team. Well, by the way, just won today against Louisville, is 5-1 on the season. You mentioned Edge, you mentioned Herb here on the Miami side. Look at the Florida State side.
Come on, JT.
Jordan Travis is here. Jared Verse is here, part of that 2023 team that went undefeated, got snubbed from the playoffs. By the way, the stars are in the house. What stars are we going to see shining and emerging tonight? We're going to talk about it after the break.
Bama win.